Hey, it's your main man Eder. We're coming back. Look at scrimming them up in this piece. I just watched Tetsubo's video on dividing treasure. Now, that's a very thought-provoking topic. But in the 12.5 characters that YouTube allows, I was not quite able to convey the sentiment of my message. So, to get that across perfectly loud, as I well can be, and clear, as I wish to be, I'm going to do this video response, you understand, baby. So, dividing treasure. Now, there are a bunch of points I saw raised there. They're logical. And I read some in the comments. I don't know what's Tetsubo, what wasn't. So I'm just going to talk about it. The logical approach, the mature approach, the what's best for the group approach. Versus, all these seem to be put over in category A from the way I was reading it. This is the good category. The category B over here is the selfish prick asshole. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you about it. This is what your main man is going to tell you about dividing treasure. Everything over on all these categories. Metagaming. What is metagaming? Cheating. What is cheating? The balls. What is the balls? How you don't want to play. Now, what you don't want to do is lean up on that wall of metagaming. Even if you're leaning on it, get the fuck away from that wall. It's going to get nasty shit all over. You don't want that. You don't want to be wretched and derelictish in your manner and aptitude. No. That is beneath you. And cast it down. Bring in the character. Play the character. Now, I'm not saying make a character that's a dick. I go, oh, but I'm playing my character. No. We've all seen that guy. Make a character that can work, that can be usable, that can be decent. But, at the same time, play the character. Don't go, well, I'm going to jump in and be me here for a minute. I see this problem a lot, which I didn't see mentioned. People come the fuck out of character. No, I'm out of character now. Now, back in character. But they're out of character during this division of treasure as if this is some high holy point that we have to be out of character. We must not be in character while we're dividing treasure. Fuck that. Stay in character. Treasure division is a great opportunity. A great opportunity to highlight a different aspect of your character. How greedy is that person? Here's a great thing I like to do in a group. I might play characters particularly generous. First time I play in the group, it's like, oh, okay, that guy's generous and shit. Oh, Andrew's being nice. I made a generous character. Next time, I might not do that. He might be greedy. Because I don't want to come off that first time, and because I see people do that as a frailty of the player. See, there's a lot of fine lines here we're talking about. So I want to make sure you guys are staying with me, because I might even sound like I'm talking over myself and not making the point clear. I might sound like I'm coming from column C and D at the same time, but I'm not. What I'm saying is what you don't want to do is play your desire for that +9 cutlass of ass whooping. No. If the character doesn't want it, the character doesn't want it. If the character only wants it on a scale of like a 3 and the other person's up here at like a 19.5, you're like, okay, maybe they could talk you out of it. Maybe they could argue you out of it. Maybe. So, you want to bring it in there and stay in character the whole time. Don't grab the DMG because it's sold for prices. Go, oh, well, I know the Bastard Sword plus $1 million is a 500 gold piece item. And you got a +1 dagger, which is 30 times more valuable somehow. And we're going to have to give me your horse, and I get to stab you 3 times to make up the difference. No, don't get it like that. Don't make it the way your character will play. Don't do standard door opening procedure A. Not gonna do that. And if God help any of you if you do it in a game I'm running, because I will stab you in the face with a fork like I was 1986 Abdul the Butcher. I will make you juice. Believe it, because that is it's metagaming. Don't do it. Bad player. Do not metagame. But there's no excuse for that at any time. At any time. If you're going to have an argument character, what the fuck is the big deal? Argue. Arguing isn't a bad thing. It's fine. If you can't argue, fucking go stare at the wall. There's no issue there. You could be able to engage in that sort of thing. It is not a problem. Now, again, I really want to make this point hard. When a player is simply being greedy, the player, not the character, and trying to work through that character to express the greed, that's fucking horrible. Again, we're metagaming. You're interjecting you into the game instead of the character. I don't want to hear your voice ever in the character unless it's that small part of your own voice you have put into the character. That's a different topic. But when it's just you, when like everything else is the show and you're fucking standing there instead of your character, we have a huge problem. And in Treasure Division, I have seen it over and over again with bad players. That's right. Bad players, bad play. Stay the fucking character at all times. You're there there's no reason to ever come out of character when you are dividing treasure ever. It's absolutely not necessary, with the exception of asking the game master question, asking the other players, oh, you got that? Oh, I thought it was still over here, making sure for clarification's sake of your idea of, okay, the pile, we have a pile here, now X, Y, and Z are out of the pile. Okay, I got it. That's fine. But when you're out of character going, okay, well, Bob, I really want that dagger, and let's talk about this out of character. No, use it as that golden opportunity it is to showcase a different side, to role play. It's a role-playing game. Use the stimula provided whose treasure is a stimula. Treasure's a prop. We don't get to take the wand of magic missiles home. We don't. I mean, I do, but you motherfuckers don't. You don't get to take them home, man. No one gets a potion of heroism at the end of the day. You don't. It's just props. Use the props. Don't get twisted or don't get greedy. Don't get weird space. It's just a fucking prop. It's imaginary. It is completely fucking goddamn imaginary. Wands of magic missiles don't exist, neither do potions of heroism. And I'm sure someone will make an alcohol reference joke in there or something like that. But when you're drinking down your potion of heroism and getting fucking wings and flying up and looking like some jerk off out of a Red Bull commercial, that, it's just another way to have that prop. That's all it is a prop and produce your character. Magic items often can make a character worse. If you do not use them correctly, you do not use them well, and overburdenance of magic items could strip away the carefully applied identity you've created for your character. And if you are not of that advanced level where you're really analyzing and realizing and paying attention to what you're doing with your character, you fuck yourself with magic items. They aren't always a good thing. Often they're a very bad thing to have for your character. They make your character less cool. Now, as a game master, I actually quite like hearing characters bicker over stuff if they're going to. If it sows seeds of doubt, things I can bring back later. Because I love to run temptation angles. I love to have characters with tension. Tension produces drama. Drama produces a great game. Now, mature is what you need to be outside of character. In character, being mature, maybe not. You can be very immature. It's outside of the game that, you want to do that. I played characters real greedy in one game. It was an ex-slave. And he demanded all the party's treasure. Like, he demanded he would be the one to hold all the coins and everything. They're like, all right, we just give in. Because they thought I was playing this, a greedy character. All right, that's fine. So I'm rolling with a couple sessions, letting them think that. And my character, it was a Greek chronicle. And he worshipped Poseidon. Also Bacchus, but, Poseidon. And, or I should say, it was well, anyway, you guys get what I'm saying. He worshipped Poseidon, and when we went into the water, the boat, when we escaped out this island we were on, the boat rocking and reeling and it's storming and everything's going on, and my character starts fucking flipping the fuck out. And I started doing this big prayer to Poseidon because, of course, we had not sacrificed a ram, a cow, a goat. We poured no blood into the water to appease his might. And I said, oh, fuck. So I'm completely flipping out. And I start doing this big long prayer, and they're looking at me like, what's going on? And I say, please, and I don't say, please accept our offering, because I'm a huge barbarian. And I take all the money, the party's money, and throw it into the water. Because that's what my character would do. It's just a prop. It's just a prop. Remember, don't get to take this shit home. Don't get you all freaked out, psycho attached to it. That's being a dick. That's being immature. Play it how your character would play it. Use it for a role-playing opportunity. There's no reason you can't try to weasel the other characters. But make a character next time that doesn't, Maybe making a character next time that's generous as fuck. It sets up additional personality quirks. And that's something you can quite think about before when you decide the character. Okay, what happens when he really wants a piece of treasure and like 8 other people want it too? How do we do this? Do we get it? Or do we not get it? Or, do we leave it up to chance? Maybe, he's a 7.5 on that scale of, I'm going to get it. That's a thing to think about. So, I think if you as a game master kind of talk to players, you keep them on that line, it's going to work out better. I had a player in my last two Forgotten Realms games, playing a character named Gregor Tract. The guy's name is Tim Healy. He's playing a character named Gregor Tract and a fighter priest. Very good at line. Whenever they get treasure, you guys just decide whatever you want. I'll take whatever you guys want. No, it doesn't matter. I don't care. Give me whatever you want. You guys fight over it and give me what you want. Next time comes along, dwarf, rogue illusionist who's chaotic, named Proctor, And it was different. And that was a player like, ooh, this motherfucker be role playing, because they had to give him that proper due, and they couldn't the motherfucker in the room, because I one person tried to bitch one, I said, don't even say it. Don't even say it, because you know exactly how he played his character last time. It was completely different. It's his character, not him. His character could be greedy. If you play that fucking greedy prick all the time, you're just a greedy prick. Be a greedy prick, man. You don't get to take the one that fireballs home. You don't. So, it's something to really think about. Create characters that are going to have those interests. As a game master, I really like to give out an Ion Stone. I like to give out like one a campaign. Just one. And I think Ion Stones are simply the coolest magic item there is. They are my favorite magic item. I did a video about them. I love Ion Stones. They are like the anti-bag of holding, which I will never give out. I never have. I never will. They don't exist in any game I ever run. I don't care what. If I'm running Forgotten Realms, don't exist in Forgotten Realms. We've errated that. It's a terrible item. But an Ion Stone is very interesting, particularly if you give out a stat that everyone fucking loves, like Dex or Con. Who doesn't want a +2 Dex bump? Who doesn't want a +2 Con bump? And I don't run where, you're getting these things left and right. So when you get a magic item like that, player's like, ooh, man, that Con could be great for me because my Con is low. That could be great for me because my Con, of course, they're not talking about it in that terms because that's like negative 30,000 experience. You start metagaming like that, throwing out terms like that. But, you can express that in a role-playing terms. Oh, I am frail of body. I am unhealthy. I could use a boost to my health. That'd be great for me. Another player, that I'm up on the front all the time, getting hammered with shots, something that is going to make me more resilient. That should be for me. And there we have it. So see, we're in character. We're not going, your Con's 7, my Con's 9, his Con is 1,000,002,000. So, let's see, I think he should have it. You have 1,000,004,000 for his constitution. No. Keep it a character. See, it's different. We've had a role-playing opportunity. You miss a role-playing opportunity, you fuck yourself. You're there to role-play. If you're there to roleplay, maybe they're just there to hack and slash and shit like that, but you could play a video game or something. I'm talking to people that are trying to roleplay. You understand? You on the wrong channel if you ain't about roleplaying. But you've learned that by now, I'm sure. Now, you really have to get into that mindset, of how would that character approach this opportunity, this role-playing opportunity. Remember, look through the character's eyes, not your own eyes. Don't express yourself. Don't be you. Be him or her or whatever you are in that game, and allow that to bring it forward. You're going to get mad props from a group. When you run in and do that kind of deal, every person at the table was like that when I took all the money and threw it in the water. They couldn't believe it. And every single one of them, a different person, I thought, you were just being a greedy prick. And, no, maybe they didn't go quite that far, but, because I have a very aggressive personality. So people are generally a bit lighter. Not that they have to. They have very thick skin. I don't give a fuck. But, basically, I'm bringing it out like that. And I would say, look, man, I'm role playing. And they said, we know, man, it was fucking brilliant. Our characters hate your ass for it, but goddamn, and it spikes the game. It makes the other players go, well, fuck, I got to bring it now too. If you're there, if you want a game to be better, be better. Be in it to win it, be in it to produce. And when you're producing, as long as the other people have some production in them, they're going to produce too. They're going to say, I had to step my shit up too. When you're throwing in magic items or whatever, just destroy them. And not because you're on Earth Arcana Barbarian, you get experience for it or some bullshit like that, but because, you have a reason to do that. Another game where a magic item like that, and I have this, I don't know, it was like a long sword or some kind of sword. It wasn't the kind of sword my character typically used. He used like a two-handed sword, and it was something different. But it was something that I could still use, And it's mad powerful. It has like an IQ. It's tells you a weapon. It has like mad kinds of powers with it. And it's sitting there, and we beat down the vampire. Finally, after like so many times of him whooping our ass over and over and over again. I mean, boy, he whooped our bitch asses. And we finally got the win with our foot on the ropes. So it was really interesting to have that item, and he's sitting there trying to do the corruption deal with me. And when something does that, don't just throw it away. It's bad. No. Let it fuck with you. Let the game master fuck with you for a minute. Hell, maybe even fall for the corruption and go down this line. So we had this great scene where I'm like, ugh. And he's trying to get me to kill the other player. I'm like, yes, I understand. I see, and it's like almost doing it. And I turn and I walk to the top of the ziggurat and I look out into the water just before dawn with the dawn light kind of, the pre-dawn coming down and the beautiful pink hues. and it's talking to me, talking about all the power, all the wonder it's going to give me. Into the water. I know I've used two water examples there, but there have been other times that I've done it. Other times players of mine have done, it's just really cool stuff. So you get that division of treasure and you make it different, you make it cool. You make it really interesting and use something you can come back around to, don't scorch the earth. Don't do that. You're going to fuck yourself. You're going to fuck your game master. Don't make your game master work harder. Make it easier for him. And when you are going to get 45 minutes, 3 hours, whatever you want out of that scene, it should not degenerate down at all into people getting upset on a character. That's where the maturity comes in with magic items. Not, well, we're going to divide it because he's the fighter, he'll get this. And no, motherfucker, I'm a wizard. Maybe I want a goddamn magic sword. What you think, fool? You think you get that? No, I keeps it real with a magic sword, son. I'm an elf. Give me that. And, put it out there. Make it different. That's really what I'm talking about here. Don't say, okay, this is how I'm going to divide treasure. That kind of shit fucking makes smoke come out of my ears. Play it the way your character would play it. And when the other players are doing that too, and it's different. Like, when Blair's playing her character in one game different way, next game different way, next game different way. Kevin plays his character different Steves, and they're all playing them differently each time. Boom, 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 and we're coming in, we were the same players, and when we bring new players in, and it really makes for a great tapestry. When there's a game master, I can't just sit there and go, okay, well, they're going to do this or this and this. When you got me going, oh shit, I thought you were going a different way. That entertains me. That's what entertains the game master. Unless they're brand new and they're like, oh, too much. That's cool. That keeps it real. And that's what I'm saying. I'm going off on tangents. I'm going to rant here. I'm moving around. But that's what I'm saying. Make it as believable as possible. Play the character. Enjoy those scenes. Don't make them stressful. Don't make them hard. God damn it, anything. Don't make them the same every time. Any scene. Make them all different. Make them pop, explode. Interesting. Think about it like if someone's reading a book. They want to read about standard derivative procedure A. Let's see, chapter 3. Oh, it's the same scene. Chapter 8. Oh, that's that scene again. Chapter 12. Chapter 14. God damn, motherfucker, learn how to write. This is some bullshit. They're not going to read the book. They're not going to. Don't play like that. Your game master might enjoy it. Oh, you guys do the same thing again, huh? Spice it up, change it, flip it, do different things, play different characters, bring different styles of play. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about styles. I'm talking about keeping it luxurious, playing for that benefit of opulence. And that is really what magic items can be. Remember, all magic items are props. They can fuck you if you use them wrong. They can make your character weaker. They can strip aspects out of your character. They make your character cool if you use them right. And remember, when you have that Iron Stone, peasants should be like, oh, that is the height of opulence. You have a goddamn glowing rock floating around your head up here. Counterclockwise, at least in my game. That's how I like to make them. That's cool. That's so cool. Maybe it floats around your fucking top of your head. However you want to do it. That screams, I am powerful and magical. Even a bitch-ass monster should be like, oh no, you are vastly too baller for us to take down. You would smack us in the mouth and all our teeth would be gone. So, it's very important when you're talking about dividing treasure. Make it real.